Hello, people and bots. Grandpa Canuck here, and we are back in Stationaires. Yeah, well, just woke up for another day of work here on my Mars base. Let's, oh, Bonnie and Clyde, my two green-cheeked conures, seem to have a lot to say about today's gameplay. Oh no, hydration critical. So bear with me. Let me know how the sound is. I do have a fan and an air conditioner in the background, as well as two green-cheeked conures pet birds. Let me know on the quality. I am broadcasting, I believe, in a higher resolution than I have been. So I'd like to check on that as well. Okay. We need more food. There we go. Okay, so we are making a runway. I have one wide out there, and as it turns out I need three, and I need to line it up. So I'm going to need more steel. Not an awful lot of steel around. There's a little bit in here. Throw that over there. Put all this back in this one. Okay, we are going to need a lot of frames. I think we'll redo the part that we have out there. Bonnie, Clyde, cool it. Okay? Yeah, you two. You don't have to squawk away all the time. You don't have to squawk away all the time, you two. Night-night? Well, you go night-night. I'm not going night-night. I'm streaming. Go on. You two want to go night-night? You go night-night. Don't yell at me about going night-night. I'm not going. I just started a nice stream. So chat, let me know if you can hear me okay. Other than the birds, I have a fan and an air conditioner in the background. I want to know how much background noise other than the birds are there. Right now, they want me to go to bed with them. So they're squawking at me. You guys go. Okay, we got 23. Let's get this part done first. I don't need that on. I don't need that on. Everything else is just fine. Okay. Remember to close the helmet, Grandpa, before you go outside. So rather than going off the edge, I think I want to go off the center. We're going to have to level this out some. No. Okay. Okay, that should be good. And we need to move that over here. But we are going to need steel. We're going to have to make steel. Let's see what we got. 16 coal. And that's it. Okay. Need to go mining. Let's go this way. Get over the hill. Looks like we got some holes that way. We'll go this way. Okay. I need carbon, coal, and iron. Probably could use some copper too. I love the mining goggles. Some copper too. Okay. Let's move some of this up. We'll hit the right buttons here. Okay, I need coal now. Not silicon. Oh, cobalt down there. Let me get some of that. There we go. There we go. I see coal. Okay. We didn't have to go that far away. And we don't need the goggles on. There we go. Okay, so the ratio is 3 to 1. 1, 2, 3 to 1. There we go. And what do we have here? Temperature's low, pressure's 11.2. I can deal with that, I think. We're going to have to get this warmed up. I don't have any volatiles. Didn't realize that. I don't want to dig them too close to the base. Let's go out a little ways. That's pretty close. Volatiles. Volatiles. I see some down here. We don't need that many. That's more than enough. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Beacon, that away. That outer marker shows up more than my beacon. I'm going to have to change where that beacon is. Turn that off now. Need a little more temperature, but oh, waste tank caution. Just blow that out. So I need a little bit more. What do we need for steel? Steel ingot. 1,000? Yeah. Where is it? Three to 1 ratio. 900 degrees Kelvin. We're at 845. Oh, come on. 97, 98. Seriously? 99. Not going to reach it for me? Oh, that's just rude. 899. $200. My pressure is needing to come off. Pollutants. Carbon can come out directly. Save the rest. Okay, what do we got here? So, let's okay, so that's 50, 60, 70, 80. What, 90? 90. And I'll need 30. And it's cooled down. Okay, 320. Okay, 320, 38.3. We can just let that sit. And the pollutants and the carbon, we can just let that air out for a while. Yes, almost 6 megapascals. Yeah, we'll just let it all sit. And in we go. So you two birdies decided to sit up on the perch and watch me, huh? You're gonna make each other beautiful. I see you guys grooming each other. You're buddies. Yeah. Okay, 200 steel in there. For now, let's leave that there. And I need at least another, 15 frames. Howdy, howdy. I've been good. Streaming lots, making YouTube videos. How is my graphics and my sound? I altered a few things, but I have my 2 pet birds, a fan, and an air conditioner in the background. So how bad is the sound? And the graphics should be better than when I was streaming the last year. So even better than I was streaming yesterday. I just made some changes a few hours ago. So if you can tell if there's a graphics increase, I'd like to know. I think I have my settings correct. And hopefully you can hear me fine. Yeah, they don't want to hear you guys. You can use your human words, okay, you two? Yeah, you can. Love to hear. Graphic quality and mic audio sounds fine, but I can't hear the game audio on screen through. Oh, okay. You're getting no game sound? Huh. Let me have a look at that. Sound you hear seems to be coming through the mic, okay? Ba-ba-ba. Is that giving you game sound? Okay, you've got game sound. Is the sound loud enough for the game sounds compared to the mic? Is that okay? Cool. Yeah, it looks like I accidentally shut it off. Thank you. When I was altering everything else, somehow it got shut off. Yeah, I make oopses. So how long's it been since you've seen one of my streams? And was it Stationaires that you watch or other streams? I haven't streamed Stationaires in the last couple of weeks. Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Yeah, it seems to be falling out of favor. I didn't make the cut for their multiplayer testing. And the streaming community has really... The last series I did, hardly anybody watched it. Hardly, like... You know, the numbers were minuscule. Terrible. So I haven't done much Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts because the community doesn't seem to want to see it. If you check out my YouTube channel, though, I have been running that for the last 3 months. There is, I think, an Italy campaign on Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought, so you could breeze through some of that. Okay. I like Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought still. I think I'm going to wait until they add the multiplayer before I really do any serious streaming of it, though. A lot of people just seem to be worn out with it. So this is Stationaires. Are you familiar with Stationaires? Space base building game. Well, I've got some tutorials out there for this game. I'm getting a good following on 2 or 3 of my tutorials. I'm over 500 views. And, oh, I haven't hit 100 hours yet, I don't think, on either of them. But the viewership on the basic tutorials is coming along quite nicely. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. You bet, Bonnie. I'm making a runway so that I can get atmospheric type of ship landing. Some of them are a little bigger than the small freighters, so I can do more trading. Hydration critical? Just because I have a hot welding torch in front of my face constantly. I'm getting parched. I'm gonna have to go in and get a drink. That's doing okay. Put a little bit more gas off. Let's go inside. Properly sealed and pressurized room. Woo! You know, a lot of people can't even do that. You know, I think this game is best played multiplayer with 2 or 3 people, so that the new people can learn and get hands-on experience. Okay, I need to take a big drink. Oh, Bonnie, Clyde, hush up. Shh. Be quiet, birdies. Shh. There. In time, you need to stop being a lazy lock and actually start cutting up your videos and uploading to YouTube. What's your favorite game to publish out? Factorio? I've watched Factorio some. I don't play it. But I've got an appreciation. It's one of those games I hummed and hawed over for a long time. And then I just decided, yeah, I wouldn't. But I think it's a good game. Yeah, I do too. I've been a Steam member for 12 years, and I've got a few games on Epic Games, and I have hundreds that predate my time on Steam. Every so often, I pull a moldy oldie out. Okay. So I've got this too wide all the way down. I need it to be 3 wide. So I need to move all of this. Frustrating game because you're fighting your team just as much as you are fighting the enemy. Oh, really? I did a demo there was a demo out for a game called The Altars. A bit of base building. I put it up on my YouTube, but there's others that have it out there as well. And a guy gets stranded in a planet in space, and he finds a substance that he can make copies of himself, but put memory choice changes from the past, so that he develops different skills. It was only a playable demo for about an hour. But very interesting twist on base building. Well, check out the, they did a 1 week, I think the 1 week test is over, or else it's on its last day to actually try it. But try the demo if you can. And there's some, there's definitely YouTubers, I have one out there, of the gameplay. Good graphics. I think it's going to be, it's probably not out to the fall. I think it's going to be a very interesting one to play. It has a mobile base system. Whoa. Stalker 2. Yeah, see you when you're back. I need the welding torch. There's a lot of repetitive work. I guess it's a fairly big project, adding 45 tiles, 46 minimum. So I got about 50 tiles here. Oh, too many cables. Now you birdies are going to go fly off the bed. Okay. You're back. Hey, you don't have to apologize to me. Your life is your own. I'm privileged to have you here as a visitor. I do this for you guys. You don't watch me for me. You watch for yourself. So I stream for you guys. If people didn't watch, I wouldn't stream. Angle iron, angle iron. American Truck Simulator. Yeah, I'm not into that, but I hear there's a lot of people who are. I mean, there's so many games out there. So you're a trucker at heart. Or just your significant other's a trucker at heart. And you follow along. Welding, welding, welding. So I think the multiplayer in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts is going to come out as a DLC. And I don't know if you're going to be able to have a lobby. I've heard no feedback on it yet. If you've heard anything about the multiplayer... Oh, a storm! Oh! Let's get inside. This is terrible. All I need to do is get my suit damaged. It's got a line that leads me in the right way back. Yeah, don't get yourself airborne. You'll fly a mile. If you drop anything, it's gone. It's somewhere on the planet. That's all you know. And don't try to be landing a rocket during a storm. Yeah, without a jetpack. It's no problem until, the flying's fun. It's the sudden stop when you hit a mountain that's the problem. So, here's my production area. I have a satellite control section here for remotely running my satellite, so I don't have to go outside to set up all the trade stuff. All of my manufacturing stuff is here. I have a bedroom simply over here. This is all food production in the middle. So the automatic oven, the automatic packaging, and they've added drinking fountains and a shower for hygiene to the game. That's my wind farm out there. My battery banks. There's a solar array out there, not that you can see it very well. And upstairs, second airlock, and I have a hydroponics room. Well, a grow room. Oh, they had it on Mars, for sure. That'd be a very long time ago if you haven't played. The game would have changed an awful lot. That would have been years ago. Okay, so I'm going to need a lot more landing pad runway. I don't think it's made here. No. Yeah, it needs 5 steel per unit. And how much copper? 1. I need about 30 units. 20, I got enough for 24 here. So yeah, it's taken a lot of time. This, if I include all the rockets that I make now, you can see my rocket launch pad out there and a 3/4 built rocket. If I take that into account, this is the most advanced base I've ever made. I haven't made a base nearly this big since before the rockets were redone. Well, that's only 8 or 9 months. No, they would have had wind turbines then. but you don't need them on a lot of the planets. They're just very useful on Mars because of the heavy windstorms. Yeah, there's my tracking solar array out there. My batteries are all full. Here's my to-do list. More filtration options. The landing pad 7x7 atmospheric or bigger. And I need to cross 0 with the satellite. I can only go bigger than 360. I can't go below 0. I have some brain power problems there. And the runway. So I'm working on that runway part. More solar collectors, Stirling engine improvements, rocket long range reusable. I'm working on one of those. Production food area automated. I've got the basics for it, but I need the grow room to have various improvements. And I'm out of steel. 25. That's most of what I need. Okay, let's oh, my stinky level. Gotta strip down. I wear a headlamp. There we go. Grandpa's not stinky anymore. Put my uniform back on. You don't want me to do third-person view with without my uniform on, I'm sure. Well, find a friend. See if your friend still plays. Do it together. It's a lot easier when there's two of you puttering away at things. This is a great game. I've played with as many as 4 people making a base. And one guy likes to mine, so you let him mine. One guy likes to build, and they build. One guy likes to smelt things, and another guy likes to solve all the logic problems. The wrinkles have wrinkles? Yeah, well, the frustration, I think, if you find another player to play with, will be dealt with, because you can specialize in parts of the game you like. He refuses to play until I can get a properly sealed room with O2 in it and a proper airlock. Okay, watch my simple airlock tutorial. Airlock on Mars tutorial. And getting the air, all you do is you bring your O2 canister inside and you open it up until there's breathable air. That part, if you can make the sealed environment with an airlock, you're set. And it only needs to be like 2 tiles. It doesn't have to be huge. But yeah, I know sometimes the simplest things in a newer game can get very, very frustrating. There's certain concepts in this game, like the runway, is not very well documented. Once I figure out the runway, I will make a tutorial for it, because there's not a lot of good tutorials out there for the runway. Not a lot of people get this far in the game. Well, I mean, you can watch somebody else's tutorials, but if you like the way I approach my gameplay and you're comfortable with me, then I'm approachable for questions. So I usually get back to any questions on my videos within 24 hours. Not always. Sometimes it's 48. I need more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I need 8 more runway pieces. And I'll need a little more steel. Yeah, well, just break it down into smaller chunks. Don't play the game for hours on end. Sit down for 20 minutes, a half hour, just to do one task, and then put it away till the next day. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Grandpa, yay, yay, yay. Now I sound like a cheerleader. But you can get a lot by watching. They have, in just the last couple of weeks, changed the starting equipment, and they've laid out the stuff you start with more sensibly in the boxes. So that initial start might be a little easier. If you read the update that came out a couple of weeks ago, I guess it's been maybe a month ago, I don't know. There was just an update the other day, but the one before that one is the one that changed what the starting materials were and how it was organized. They had their entire team sit down and go over the beginning of the game, and they realized there was frustration. So do look up the update. Ceiling height. Well, I don't think I have a problem with ceiling height here. See, I can't find a reference to the settings on this visualizer setting. I'm just going to have to play with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go see if we can make 8 of them. Before you sleep? Yeah. The downward, it consumes all of your bandwidth, does it? Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, let me just look quickly. Oh, I guess it's farther back than I thought. New beginnings, gear improvements, Vulcan and Nimbus changes, May 26th. That was the update, May 26th. And that one redid how they look at the starting stuff, and it was better organized. So that update would probably help you. Well, I need steel. How much do I have left? Oh, lots. Lots of steel. I've got lots of steel. Did you know you can have a space kitty? Huh? Luna. Only have 7 copper. Okay, we'll throw more copper in too. I need 8. I was going around the base, a few streams ago with this, so that's a couple months ago for me. And somebody said, wait, go back, what was that? And we had to have a big conversation about the Space Kitty with their space suit. Two more. Okay, I might as well get some cable while I'm here. But I agree, getting comfortable and getting started through the initial stuff in this game can be a challenge. Until you get your head around some of the stuff, it can be very challenging. I felt the game got easier the more that I played, except for the rockets. I had a hell of a time learning how to do the rockets properly. That was not a slow, friendly experience for me. The rockets took me a while. I had to look up tutorials that were not well written. And then the game updates from the time of the tutorials sometimes. Oh damn, I forgot to get the steel. Hydration's critical. You're going to die. I need 6 more steel at least. That should stop blinking. This runway's taking a lot more work than I thought it was gonna. I thought I'd be able to do several things tonight, but I might not even get this done. Seek fluids immediately, yes. Drinkable fluids. Yeah, they've made it a little more complex. They were quite upset with the people in the community that would simply make a 1x1 internal space and do nothing but eat potatoes and never take their suit off. So they made sure to make some changes so that people like me who want a real base are supported better by the people that want to just skirt all the feel-good, real stuff. Let me guess, I need to add some steel. Pretty slow night. Nobody else is coming into chat. Usually I get like 3 or 4. It's pretty much middle of the week though, maybe. A little late for all the European people, too. Let's change out our battery while we're here. And remember to close your helmet, Grandpa. I don't know how many times in this game I've gone out an airlock without closing my helmet. Or I go out the airlock and don't have the pressure turned on or something stupid. So why is this blinking? Is this laid out wrong? It's attached, it's powered, it says good. Can't see that being a problem. Landing pad taxi corner. Landing pad taxi straight. Landing pad taxi hold. So what does the hold do? So first of all, let's turn this so it faces the runway. Still flashing. Okay. So maybe it's confused with 3. makes sense to me. But this is still flashing. Why is it flashing? Now that I have it connected, well, how long is this? Further out away from your base. What does? What needs to be further out away from my base? The landing pad is 7 by 7, and it worked absolutely fine. I had no problem with the landing pad. It worked. Now that I put the runway on, it doesn't work. Landing pad threshold. Well, I'm not ruling anything out yet. Okay, so this is flashing an error. That's working now. That looks like it's still flashing an error. So what am I doing wrong? I need information. So let's okay. Runway. Have only one landing pad threshold at the spot where you want the aircraft to land. Make sure it is in the center of the runway and it has its own on-off switch. Make sure it's switched on. The runway needs to only be 3 blocks wide. The shortest runway needs to be 15 blocks long. The longest needs to be 20 blocks long. There's no harm in going longer if the planes have issues. It needs to be connected to the pad. Make sure the center is only taxi straight. If you have it set up correctly, the center of the pad along with the threshold will light up along with the pad. Make sure the runway is connected to the pad. You can connect to the pad with turns in it. The planes will follow the piece of taxi pad that you have, so don't mix a turn with a straight. I had an issue where the planes would bolt off of the runway and take out my dish on the way to the pad. So I just had to pick up blocks and put them back down for it to work. Overall, it's pretty easy. If you have any questions, let me know. Well, that's nice. That was a message from last August. So, only one threshold. So, let's see if that is the problem. And it's working. It's blinking lights properly. Oh my God. We might have done it. Okay. Can I put corners on this? That looks like it's working. Holy crap, maybe we figured it out. Okay, that looks all set up. Yeah, I'll say it's very nice once I get something to land. And this means if it works and I can make one land, tomorrow I'm going to do a much better tutorial because the video tutorials that I've seen for this just are crap and they don't show you anything. Okay, well that's only a 3x3. There's 3 traders out there in my zone. Oh. It's a 6x6. You know, I don't know how many traders I'm going to have to go through until I actually find one that needs a runway. But they showed up all the time when I didn't have a runway. Now that I have a runway, I probably won't see one. $143. I can't get much farther away than 143 degrees. Oh, man. There's exactly what I want. 7x7 with 15. 13 minutes to find them. Okay. I got to get a base reading on him. It's not a great signal. I think I can turn my air conditioner off now, though. Did any of the background noise go away? The fan's still on. Meteor Munchies, you're the man. $60. Okay. Change that by 10. Does it get better or worse than 60? It goes worse. So we'll move it 10 the other direction. See if we can get it in better than 60. Well, it seems to be coming in better. Okay, it was, it's at 51 now. It was at 41, so I've increased the vertical by 10 degrees. What did that affect? Got it 5, okay. So we'll do it 20 this time. Oh, that's not good. Never nice having bad sinuses. So this should come in around 45, I hope. Down to under 9 minutes to get it. 41. Not enough yet. Yeah. Five. $14. That I can do. Let's actually do Mars, May 2024. There he is. Nice little turnaround. I heard about that glitch. And he lands. Shit. My God, it worked. I've never seen one of these land before. This is a first for me. Success. A 7x7. Atmospheric lander. Cool. I've never had one with wings land. Okay. Oh, he wants to sell me chocolate bars, milk, soy milk, egg cartons, flour, cocoa, sugar, duct tape, batteries, cereal bars, water bottles, filters, box of chem lights, spray cans, Hemdroid repair kit, take a pill, and hand sanitizer. And he wants gas and water. Well, that's awfully nice that I don't have anything to sell him. I don't need anything. I have sugar, flour. I have most of a carton of eggs left. Well, I'm running low on soy oil. I gotta buy the duct tape. It fixes literally everything. Yeah, you can use it in this game to fix all kinds of stuff. You can. Your spacesuit, your helmet, all kinds of broken stuff. Duct tape fixes it. I have duct tape though. I have new and improved duct tape. And I don't need a Hemdroid repair kit. Well, I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to buy a chocolate bar just to celebrate. Yay! Okay, go away. I'm going to watch it. Cool. Success! We did it. I'm going to go eat my chocolate bar and celebrate. I need to make an on-off switch for the runway. Where's the chocolate bar? I want my chocolate bar. I don't want a potato. I want my chocolate bar. That looks like a Cadbury chocolate bar. Oh, I have a chocolate bar. I have a chocolate bar. Ah, I ate 80% of my chocolate bar. I'm going to save that to nibble on later. Oh, yeah. All right. And now the best thing. I get to go to the board and go to this runway. Scratch that off. One less thing to do. Woohoo! Okay, well, I was having some problems with the grow room. Let's see if it's straightened itself out up here. Looks like there's no oxygen, 30% CO2, and the temperature is 25.5. Okay, it's back proper. I can't wait. Come on. Okay, so I can start doing the automation here. Yeah, I shut everything down here because I want to start putting the Harvey units in. So I think I need 4 Harvey units, and I need to then develop all of the automation parts to send the harvest down to be stored and can it. So that's the next really big project, is install Harvey units here and then send it down there to the cooking and canning machines, or I might need to move them. And maybe the second floor. One step at a time. One step at a time. What's the water here? Okay. So this seems to be working properly. Beautiful. Cracked window in your off-world outpost? Kit for Harvey and electronics, electrum and solder. Okay. That's the atmospheric. Electronics is this one. Somebody wouldn't do that? You mean there's not red greens out there in the world that actually use duct tape and they actually make it to space? So I need electrum and silicon in here. Electrum. And silicon. And steel. And copper. I only have enough electron for 3. Do I have any more electrum? Doesn't look like it. That's all I got. A full box set? I watched an episode or two last week. I was just in the mood for it, and I looked it up online. I don't know whether it was Pluto TV, which was free, or it was another one of those free streaming services with commercials. The actor used to have a variety show with his wife, and their last name is Smith, and the show was called Smith and Smith. And that's where the red-green character was actually invented. And a number of the other actors on that variety show, a couple of them went on to become regulars on that series. But you can get some of the red greens out there for free. Watch it with your grandfather. Okay, you've got to be under 40 then. You're probably under 35, closer to 30. Just from that comment, I'm going to say you're 30 to 35. At the 30, okay. I'm pretty good at guessing those things. You're a bit younger than my kids. My kids are all, well, the youngest one is 35 later this year. So at the end of the year, they'll be 35, 36, and 39. My kids are getting old. My God, I must be ancient. That's why I'm a grandpa. I got a grandson that's turning 17. So, I've got 3 Harveys. Let's have an initial look with these. Thirty's a good age. It felt old when I turned 30. It was a big change because you weren't in your 20s anymore, so it was a psychological thing. But as I went through my 30s, 30 felt very, very, very good. With older generations than those of my own age group, I was like that growing up very much. I talked to a lot of older people, and I think maybe that's one reason why I developed a career in history. I've talked to a lot of older people. When my son, who's 36, was a young teenager, I took him to talk to a lady that was 102 at the time, and she was as clear as a bell. She could talk about things 100 years ago when she was 2 years old, and then she could turn around and talk about the election coming next week. You know. So he was very, very impressed as a young person. Okay, so I'm going to need all of the piping to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be able to do 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 in a row I think I can do. Look, duct tape. Never know when I have to fix a window. I was very fortunate as a young child, having a lot of interaction with people that were 60 to 80. My father lived to be 99, and being a historian, talking to older people was great. I talked to a lot of veterans during my career. I like to play a little game. Who's the person that I talk to that talked to somebody else that talked to somebody else? And I only have one person to go in between. I know someone and I talk to them, well, fairly regularly, who's talked to the Queen, the former Queen of England. And I do that through history. So through talking to that lady that was 102 many years ago, and she talked to a bishop when she was a child, and that bishop talked to the founder of our community that died 170 years ago. And so I like finding those connections, 3 points of contact between me and the founder of the community in communication from 170 years ago. So I like that kind of stuff. They talk about 5 degrees of separation. You can reach anybody in the world. I like to go through 5 degrees of separation. How far back in history can I go to say I talked to somebody? I can go through 2 people to talk to somebody who was in the Titanic. I know I can do that. So that's one of the crazy history games I play with myself. Go to trade school, yes. Are the biggest issues? Trade school is good. Not enough people go into trades. I've talked to electricians and carpenters, particularly good quality carpenters that do cabinet working, special stuff. Yeah, carpentry's good. And not just a house carpenter, the renovations to old houses and cabinet making, restoration of old furniture, the specialized carpentry stuff is really, really powerful and needs people. Depending on where you live, my area has a great need for restoring old things. We have a church celebrating its 200th anniversary this month in my community. A jack of all trades. There's nothing wrong with the handyman. There's a guy that works for my landlord, and there's only 4 apartments in this small building, but he's called upon to do all the odds and ends work in these apartments. I mean, he's got other jobs too, but the handyman has kept him employed his entire life. And if you have to subcontract out a specialty, you do it. It's the wood capital. Well, okay, I think we've had a successful day. I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here. It's over 2 hours, and I got my main objective done. I got the runway, and I need to do mining and a whole bunch of basic stuff before I can start putting in the Harveys. So I think we will call the stream till next time. I'm sure I'll be back on within the week. Leave me questions if you watch any of the tutorials. If you have any questions about stationaires, anybody else, I do have a set of tutorials out for stationaires. Look them up on my YouTube page, same name, Grandpa Canuck. And if you like these longer play videos, let me know. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you like this particular video. The more I know what people like, the more I can put stuff out there that you like. So, until next time, this is Grandpa Canuck signing off. All you people and bots out there, stay safe, and please, be good to one another. Bye-bye for now. Take care.